Good morning, family and friends. My name is Nicholas, and I'll be sharing the word of encouragement with you today. I have entitled my short message, Faith Chikurupiriro. So, without further ado, I'll go direct into the scriptures that I've prepared for you today. And the first one is Hebrews 11, and verse 1, which says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." So the book of Hebrews here is trying to define faith by saying it's actually confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. So many other times we make plans about tomorrow, about the week, and about the month. Not that we have seen tomorrow or we have seen the week. So it's telling us that the things that we do not see, but we do have confidence and we do hope for it. I'm sure somebody has ever told you, I have faith in you, I have faith that you can do this, I have faith that you can accomplish this. Not necessarily that you have actually accomplished it, but they do have faith even before you have actually done that. So it also goes further in verse 6. It says, "And without faith it is impossible to please him, for whosoever comes to God must believe that God exists and that he rewards those who sincerely seek him." So in this verse, it's trying to tell us that it is not possible for us to please God. If you are a believer and you do not have faith that God exists, then that makes you an unbeliever. Because for you to believe, actually, for us to be called believers, it means we have faith that God exists. And it says, faith is what we hope for, but we do not see. We have never seen God physically, but we have seen his works and what he has done in our lives and what he's still doing in our lives. So for somebody to be called a believer, for us to be called a believer, we must first believe that God truly exists and that he will reward us if we seek him sincerely. So it all starts with faith. The book of 2 Corinthians 5 and chapter 5 verse 5. The book of Corinthians 5 verse 7 says, "For we live by faith and not by sight." So we do not have sight of what will happen 2-3 hours from now, but we do have plan. We plan them to say, "Oh, I'm going to have this for lunch, I'm going to do this after lunch." We are living by faith. Everything that we do is by faith, and the Bible encourages us to always have faith in what we do. Not by sight, but by faith. I know sometimes it is difficult for us to trust in God, especially when we are faced with tough times, trials and tribulations. But as believers, we should know that our ways are not his ways, and all things work together for good. So I'm just here to encourage you that whatever you might be going through, always trust in God. No matter how tough the situation is, let's not live by sight, because sight is what we are actually seeing at the moment. But the Bible says we should live by faith. We should have faith that everything works together for the greater good. So I'm just here to share and encourage you that always have faith, no matter what you go through, no matter how hard the situation is. Many other times you would tell your situation to somebody and they'll tell you, "No, just have faith, everything will come to pass, my brother, believe." And you sit down alone and start saying, this person might be saying this because he's not the one going through this. But we should not base our faith on someone telling you to say this will be okay, or just because someone will just tell you exactly. Sometimes it's true, they might tell you because they're not going through it. But we should base our faith on God, and knowing that our ways as individuals are not God's ways. And whatever we go through, whatever trials and tribulations that we might pass through, let's always remember that all things work together for good. My last book will be taken from 1 Corinthians 13 verse 2, which says, if I have gift of prophecy and can unravel mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that can move mountains but do not have love, then I am nothing. So the Bible is backed by many verses. Each verse is backed by another verse. It's more of a component. It's more like the body working together. So each verse is backed by another verse. So here in this verse, it's talking about us having faith that can move mountains. Remember, the Bible says, if you have faith, you can say to a mountain, move and be cast into the sea, and it will move. All the mountain that it talks about are all those hardships that we might be going through. So it says, if we have faith, we can move these mountains. And says we can have the gift of prophecy and can prophesy, and we can have all kinds of knowledge. But if we do not have love, then we are nothing. So the Bible is trying to tell us that love and faith coexist. Last time I talked about us having love for one another, Jesus Christ showing his love by sacrificing his life for us. So it says we can have faith, but if we do not have love, then we are nothing. So faith and love, they coexist. So in whatever we do, we must remember that we need to have faith, and we need to have the love of God in us, and we need to love God, because we cannot have faith in God while we do not love him. So in whatever that we ask for in prayer, let's have faith in God to say God has answered our prayers. Whatever trials and tribulation you might be going through, whatever difficult situation you might be going through, always have faith that God will surely come through for me. Remember to always spread the love, have faith in God, and have yourselves a blessed day. Peace.
God bless you for listening. For more spiritual wisdom and inspirational videos, kindly subscribe, follow, like us on our social media platforms at Me Sheikh Simbiya. Thank for your support.